room while you were late?
Absolutely.
Was it good though? Sorry?
It was great.
Feel lighter?
Like 5 to 10 pounds.
Ooh, it's a big one.
Well, it's a scale.
Did you get a haircut this week?
No, but thank you for noticing, you piece of shit.
Did you get a beard trim? Something's different.
No, I just think I'm a little bit lighter.
Oh. Yeah. No, you actually look, your face looks heaps round, but...
Yeah, well, that's standard. Asia. Duh.
But like, you look well groomed.
I fucking normally look like this, you pig dog.
You don't. Oh.
Nah, I just still got makeup from work.
Oh, that's right, because you're a fucking icon now. Fucking multi-millionaire.
I'm telling people that.
No, it's too funny. Kane wants you to sponsor him as an athlete.
Okay, what's he going to do in return?
I think he said suck you off.
Oh, there's a lot of ugly males that are wanting to do that anyway, so you just have to get in line.
You think Kane's ugly?
No.
Ooh. Well then.
Thanks, Lauren.
Yeah, it literally looks like, oh, but you'll thank her. Fuck you.
I got a haircut Saturday.
I haven't seen you since then.
You see me every day.
Barely. On your stories with Zoran.
Same.
And then I'm there for Zoran, not you.
Wow.
Zoran. It just reminds me of that dude where's my car. It's like, Zoltan.
Yeah. Lauren, you're not helping me.
No, but she's helping me. Thanks, Lauren.
That's some bullshit. Yeah. I actually forced myself to take a rest today, this morning. So Zoran trolled me this hard this morning. I'm like, I probably deserve that. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all try and troll you, you millionaire.
Stop. I'm pretty sure I have stress fractures in my left heel.
Really?
Yeah, my heel has been hurting like unbearably. Thanks, Drew. Sometimes unbearably, like aching in the middle of the night. It takes me probably like 10 minutes to like not hobble and get out of bed. I'm pretty sure that's a stress fracture.
Dude. The fuck?
Yeah. So it happens when you get to like a large body weight and then think you can just walk it off. That's all football terminology. Anytime you get hurt,
walk it off.
Coach would be like, all right, go walk it off. My arm is broke. Yep. Go rub some dirt on it and walk it off.
It's classic.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Good. I took this week off work as well, which has been fucking lovely. I've slept. Back's pretty good. So for those who don't know, I sprained a facet joint in my spine, which is a lot worse sounding than it actually is. So
my back's a little sore.
Yeah, my back's sore, and my erectors are still fucking tight. Did a little bit of a movement session today and some rehab that Jackie gave me.
Yeah.
And Jackie said your back and mine look the same when I saw it. Yeah, 100%. It's just fucking wear and tear. Except mine cramped like a motherfucker. And it's just a little bit tight after moving around today. So pretty standard, but body feels good. Shoulder feels pretty all right. I didn't actually pull up too sore, like muscularly sore.
I beg your pardon, sorry.
I didn't really pull up muscular sore from the comp.
You would have thought, huh?
Which was good. Just a little bit more tired, I guess.
Yep, seen this.
Very cooked. Hence, I took the week off and just chilled.
Yeah.
And
good that your lifters can let you do that.
Yeah, 100%. Like I still went in for I had to wrap Lily this week because she's competing soon. But everyone was really good about it and understood and had to get some treatment on my back anyway.
What's your when did you stop weighing yourself? Are you still weighing yourself?
No, I haven't tracked anything this week. I've just except my sleep, which has been really good.
I've literally failed. Stop tracking. I've literally failed.
No, just this week I needed to not I didn't track my calories. Just been eating when I'm hungry. It's been nice.
How often do you eat? Like, when do you go, oh, I'm hungry, I'm going to eat?
I've still been having like 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
But just bigger meals now.
Yeah.
And it's so, like, it's just nice not having to force feed myself.
Yeah. I find when I'm at work, because I'm so focused on what I'm doing in front of me, I literally could just like eat breakfast because I have to, because I'm starving, and then probably not eat again until like 3, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 100%. I'm the same. If I'm at work, I'm terrible if I'm not prepping or doing, like, if I'm not focused on it.
Yeah. My new leader likes to lift weights and exercise and things like that. And he'll be like, okay, I'm so hungry. Aren't you hungry? I'm like, no, I'm really not. He's like, but you got all this food sitting here. I'm like, yeah, I really don't want to eat, but I'll sit here and force myself.
It's so nice not having to force yourself to eat.
Yeah. I find, maybe TMI, I find when I go off plan, I poop more. Exhibit A about 20 minutes ago.
I knew you'd tell the people. No, I've definitely pooped a lot less this week. Like, I know I'm not consuming as much food as I was in those last, 2-3 weeks, but I'm definitely pooping less. Once or twice a day.
Yeah, it's not many.
Nah, like leading into that comp, it was 4-5 times a day.
Yeah, 3 to 4 is normal for me.
Yeah, 100%.
Regular.
It's good bowels.
See.
Very nice.
Okay. So you're, from a muscular perspective, you're in good integrity, which is great. We've got a couple of like structural niggles because we just put our body through fucking hell. That makes sense. Do you want to talk me through the day?
Yep, I'm just bloody. We're all gonna roast Brooke when she gets in here.
Why?
Because she didn't send me an email, and then she's like, "Wait, where's the link?" I'm like, "You didn't give me an email."
Yeah, I turn my phone off notifications, and too bad.
What am I doing? How do I get out of this? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna roast her. Anyways, the day was good. The day started off, I woke up, I didn't really sleep much the night before. Maybe because I was up a little bit later than I should have been watching America's Got Talent videos, making me cry. They're fucking amazing. They're amazing. And then, welcome, Brooke. You're late.
Hi.
Hi, Brooke.
Hey, G. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, thank you. I didn't give my email. My bad.
It's okay. I forgive you.
You can take yourself.
Thank you. I just did, pretty much.
I was just wondering
Right.
the weight.
No, the day was good. Got up, had I usually, like in previous years, I've been probably too anxious to eat of a morning. Yeah. But I was actually quite, like, even though I had nerves and shit or excitement, I ate. And then went to, so like the gym's very close to where my grandfather was buried. Went there in that morning. Then stopped and got 2 double shot espressos.
From the coffee, from the coffee joint near Paul's, or where is that?
That was just from some cafe near the gym.
Okay.
Yeah, my fave coffee shop near the gym wasn't open.
Oh, okay. Did I tell you about the story how I had that breakfast at Paul's, near Paul's?
Yeah, at Elixir.
Yeah, and then a cockroach ran across the floor in front of me.
Yeah. And you're like, fuck.
Holy fuck.
And then you still ate.
No, I still ate. I was hungry.
Yeah.
I had to speak. So
it wasn't in your food, so you're fine. But so got a couple of coffees, went to the gym. And then a few people still needed to weigh in, so there was like no flights or anything. And then there was a bit of confusion around the flight, so I actually started warming up a bit earlier than I needed to. And then didn't realize I was in flight 3, so then I went upstairs and had more food.
Is that the big boy flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
I was with the 125s to supers.
Yeah, the big boy flight.
Yeah, I was thick.
Yeah.
So yeah, like went upstairs, had more food, which was actually probably a blessing because I actually like, I don't know, by the time, I don't know if it was because I started warming up and then had to stop warming up and like all this sort of shit. Like I was kind of like, I found it a little bit harder to get into the day once I had to warm up. But you know, I had a little bit more food, a little bit more Powerade, so I felt good. Warming up was good. I felt like the front of my hips were really tight. So that kind of like threw me off. But as I started warming up and did a bit of extra prehab shit, it came good. And then squats, obviously, I'm really happy with squats. Obviously, a little annoyed on my second attempt. I stumbled and like it's one of those things. It's like I could have argued it, couldn't I? But the decision comes down to the head ref, and it's like, so for those who didn't see it, I stumbled on my second attempt and was deemed that.
Film?
Sorry?
Film?
I got the film. Hang on, I'll pull it up.
I think after 13 weeks of this, you just have all your film ready?
I sent it across. I just didn't have it ready. Where the fuck is it? Do you want the 230 stumble?
I want all of it.
Okay, so you want to see my opener?
That would be inclusive of all of it. Yeah.
No, I hate you. Here we go. Share screen. Boom. Boom. Can y'all see that?
I can. I want the sound though.
You want sound?
Correct. One more?
Oh, special appearance by Bob in the background. You want me to play that again?
Yeah, that's what one more means.
I didn't hear that. Didn't even know you said words.
Sorry. I'm speaking Ching Chong. Very nice. What do you think about that?
I thought it was really good.
It was good.
I'm very happy with it. Solid through the hips, solid through the core.
The only thing I would say, and we're obviously splitting hairs, is just attack a little bit more. That's
Yep.
about it.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I did notice that on the day. I was like, oh, I really didn't attack that, and I knew I'd have to turn it on for 230, which is coming up. Oh, fuck yeah. You share that one. Can you see that?
Yep. Is this the stumble?
Yes.
You actually stepped before he gave you the down signal.
Yeah. Like it's fucking.
No. Like if you're the head judge, and like I'll say this because number one, I don't give a fuck.
You're a judge. You can say it.
Well, even if I wasn't a judge, I think I've earned the right to be able to say this. Like that's a bad call from the judge, especially a head judge. Front judge is the dude or woman that's in control.
Yeah.
Like you need to be controlling the meet. If you fucked up, you've got to be the first person to put your hand up and say you fucked up. Or if something needs to stop or change or whatever the fuck, you need to be in control. It's a perfect example of there was a problem, I fucked up, or this fucked up, that was wrong. Take control.
See, the thing that annoyed me the most is that I was very like, I could have argued that 100%, but the head judge makes the final decision whether whether or not I get to take it again. And seeing as the head judge called it, then there was kind of almost no point me arguing it.
I don't know who that judge is, but that's a bad call. Cool.
I'm just trying to find my other videos. Where'd they go? The fuck? Okay, they've disappeared. Sorry, team. Okay, new share. Boom.
What do you mean? What do you mean he gave you red lights? Can you give red lights from the front in GPC?
Yeah. Well, so I didn't get to take that attempt again.
No, I was talking to Lauren. Ah, okay.
Oh, I didn't see the chat, sorry. He gave me red lights on all my squats, and I've never got red lights on for depth before. He was side ref when he did my fight. Thomas told me to sink it as his calls were bullshit.
So you waited that time. Right.
You want it again?
Yeah, just fast forward the shenanigans again. So,
Shout out to Lily for the filming.
thanks, Lil. I like it all. I like it all. Like the only thing, like I would say, is the first one is don't hesitate, attack a little bit more. That's it.
Yeah. I was happy with it. I think I was more conscious than I would have liked to, like, and I've said this before, so I don't really give a fuck, but like, standard of reffing up here is quite fucking, I've looked at it as always harsher, but it is what it is. But I was more conscious on that of getting to depth than, I guess, executing on what I've squatted for the past however long. But again, happy with it. So now I got it. So
it's probably like there's probably 240 there.
Yeah, and I can look at that and confidently say like 240 for sure. Here are my benches coming through. Okay, sweet. Put it up, and then where the fuck is the? You think by now it'd be really good with Zoom. All right, y'all can see that. All right, so this is 140 opener.
Fast.
Sorry?
So your previous PB for a single was 200.
What?
Your previous PB for a squat was 200.
Oh, one. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about my bench, and I was like, okay. Yeah. Fuck, I'm a boss. 200 kilo sleeve squat.
All right, so plus 30.
Yeah. And then this is my second bench, the only other bench I did that day.
There's pretty good speed off the chest, man. So like the upper back stuff that we've been doing, obviously really good. It's that transition where it kind of rolls over into the shoulder, into the triceps. That's obviously slowing down a little bit.
That, and on that attempt, like when it kind of pauses, that's when my back started cramping. Yeah, like then I was like, fuck. And in the split second of that, I guess that pause, the conversation in my head was, oh, fuck, you're not going to have another shot at this. Keep fucking going, you pussy cunt. And that was like legit the conversation. And I was like, fuck, I'm not missing this again.
Yeah.
Because, like watching that back, it's like there's no hope for me getting it a second time. My back was cooked. I had to get pulled off the bench. So, but again, I'm stoked with it. That's a 2.5 all-time comp PB. I've missed that once last year, and every time I thought I was going to get it, I've missed it in comp. So I'm stoked with it.
Annoying that we're in a position where we've benched a PB. We didn't get all the benching in that we wanted to get in, and we had to make room. Cool.
For me. So yeah, I'm stoked with that. Like as I was saying, someone this afternoon, it's like I didn't press twice a week for like the last 6 weeks. So I'm stoked. Okay. And I will send through the deadlifts. That's not the first one. Sorry, team. There it is. You can see that, G?
Yeah, brother.
Sweet.
Beck looks really impressed. It's a really nice line there. That's good. It's speedy. I like it.
And I think, again, going into this, obviously, my back wasn't feeling best. So I was a little bit hesitant on my first two. You screen share. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? Sorry. That's not the one. All right, you can see that, G?
Yeah, brother.
Sweet.
It's 2.
This is 265, second attempt.
The line is really good.
Sorry?
The line to which you pull is really nice.
Look at just that freeze frame there at the end. What a gorilla.
Have you seen the horror film Slender Man?
No, but if you call me a slender man, I'll kill you.
Okay.
Wow. This is really hurtful. Shout out to Bob. I'm going to need counseling after this. Hang on, I got to pull up that fucking thing again. Here it is. Share screen. So this is 272, third attempt. Shout out Lily Riley, hype girl.
272 is a good call. There's a little bit more there, but man, you did great.
Yeah, I know there's a little bit more, but again, the circumstances of the day, I decided to, and I was really proud of this, take what's there and not push it and then fuck myself up for whatever we do next.
Life.
that thing.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Okay. The way you executed these lists were really, really good. I'm most satisfied around that.
Yeah.
The things that stopped us from going another 10 kilos more, we probably had, I don't know, we probably had 15 kilos in there, 15, 20 kilos in the total there. 10 kilos in the squat, maybe 7 in the deadlift, maybe 10 in the deadlift. Who knows? Right? So you say anywhere between 15 and 20 kilos. That's pretty fucking close to being absolutely spot on.
And it is, again, I'm very, very happy with it, and put every circumstance in the context of the day. I'm stoked.
Yeah. Also, if you're someone like me, take, I guess, the thought that put reps on 30 kilos in the squat.
Minimum.
Right? That's already what? 20 kilos above your best total ever in reps?
Yeah.
Lol. Right?
Yeah.
Best you've ever been, ever. Period. Full stop. My suggestions for the do you have plans to compete again?
100%. I'm so keen to compete again.
Do you know when you want to compete again?
Just waiting more so on comp calendars to come out. It will be after April, mainly because of alleged supplementation breaks, and our GPC states will be the second weekend of April, and I have like 22 lifters going into that.
Yeah, fair.
So, and I'm kind of keen on like just...
There'll be others.
Sorry?
There'll be others.
Yeah. And I'm very keen just to like take some time away from the barbell maybe for a little bit and just do some other... I'll have to take time away from the barbell at the moment, get this back sorted and get my shoulder sorted and do some like other shit, which would be cool, like some bodybuilding based stuff.
To be honest, how I would approach whenever it is that you're going to do an off season, right? I would literally, like your squat is a lot better than it has ever been, obviously. What we're doing is working. What I would continue to do is obviously something very similar to what you were doing, without obviously the stress on the shoulder and the stress on the labrums. All of them. I'd be thinking things around like,
yeah. You're writing the next off-season block though, right?
Oh, well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, a bit like just, yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of stuck with me now.
Yeah, fuck, it's like herpes.
Can't you get rid of herpes?
No, I think.
Anyone from personal experience want to join in on that chat?
No.
Brooke, why did you answer?
I've never had sexy time, so I don't know.
Fuck, you virgin.
I'd be doing things like, I would love you to spend more time in bands and doing like a real hypertrophy block there. I think once we start getting stronger, we're gonna find ourselves like the way that I see front to back strength, and it's really prevalent. I don't know. I'm finding it more and more prevalent right now with the people around me, maybe, or the people like particularly, not so much the people that I coach, but like just I guess the people around me, the lifters around me. There's a lot of front squatting. There's a lot of safety bar squatting. There's a lot of that sort of stuff going on. Not being able to hinge properly, not being able to pattern properly.
I'd agree with that. And that's, I think, like, I guess you go, show.
The stuff that you need to do is stuff that's not sexy. It's not sexy to do. It's not sexy for Instagram. But eventually your anterior strength is gonna be like this, and we're going to create more. We're going to create some problems with our chain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's a weakness for yourself. I mean, we've got a back problem. There's probably a correlation there with our chain strength, maybe to an extent. You could possibly make that argument somewhere. You look, spending, although it's used predominantly as an activation tool, and I use it as an activation tool in every Instagram hoe for likes, and I'm dirty on the entire planet because I don't think it was cool till I started doing it.
You know, you're not jacked, right? You can't do that.
You can't. It's not the same. But that's what I'd be considering doing in like a high bar, that sort of stuff where it doesn't really sort of stress your shoulder. And just like I think we're on the money with the training protocol in your with your squat. So
yeah,
hard to say with the bench. I would be purely if we were to purely base it off the scenario with the 150 kilo bench. Like I said, speed off the chest is great. We did a lot of upper back work.
Yeah.
And I reckon that really talks hand in hand with how that 150 kilos, the speed off the chest.
I believe this is like the bench I've never felt stronger in. And 6 weeks out, before we had to cut that second session out, like I got so much out of that second session of overhead work and close grip bench.
Yeah. And look where you failed.
Yeah, I know.
Where you slowed down. It's that transition, the shoulders, triceps, and the flexing out. So I would be continuing what we were doing, right? We're on the right path. The guy who wrote this was on the money.
He's also a dick.
He's also extremely handsome.
Fuck, I wish there was. Damn it.
So, a lot of shoulder. Well, obviously, we've got a structural issue. So, we're gonna have to look after that first. We were talking about the two other things that we need to talk about with the bench press as well. Was the issue with the abduction of that. Was it your left or your right arm? Might have been the one that was torn.
Yep.
Something that we need to obviously consider as well, strengthening that area, that scapula.
Mm.
Even myself with my tricep tear, that's what I've been trying to work on myself.
Yeah.
And then there is a technical thing that I want to physically show you with your timing and the transition from the bar coming off your chest to using your leverages and using your hips to be able to press the bar up and generating more speed off the chest. So it's going to be even more even more imperative that that secondary bench session be done and executed really well.
Yeah.
And done really well. So, and then obviously with the deadlift, we've got the situation with the back. Speed from the floor is good. We can never not have too much speed from the floor. We will continue to work through our chain, continue to squat, and then obviously aid our speed from the floor in that transition because it's not really a difficult lift.
No. I agree with everything you said. Jackie's given me some rehab protocol for my back already, which, like I did today, just basic bracing at the moment, adding some variation of Palloff press because my rotational strength is quite shit.
Yeah.
Stability.
Yeah.
So did that today, and it felt a lot better straight away.
Yeah.
So I'll implement that. And I just did some like light belt squat today to not load the back, just load my quads. Very light RDLs, single leg RDLs and shit. And like it's, a little bit tight, but it's good. And I think I'll spend another week kind of just, I guess, doing that rehab stuff. And I see sports doctor next week for my shoulder and Jackie again to get like this full rehab stuff sorted.
Yeah.
And then I'll make you write me another program.
Yeah.
Like every time you said what I would be doing. It's just like in my head, I'm like, it's what you will be doing.
What
What do you mean?
do you mean?
Do you know how great it was not having to think of my own program this prep?
Yeah, look how much better you did. Damn.
I know, that's what I mean. It's like I had no second guessing. It was like, just do what G says and you'll be fine.
You know how many times I say that weekly? Just listen, trust me. Just do what I say, and you'll be fine. And they're like, no, yeah, no. All right, cool. Then the next week, it's like, no.
You do you, boo. You do you.
Okay, man. That's
What did
it,
you
man.
say?
That's it, man.
Did you see me call out Clint the other week?
What? Clint?
Yeah. Did you see that on my story?
No, I skip your stories. You know I don't. I'm only kidding.
He like put up his fucking story of like hitting an AMRAP deadlift, being like, fuck your program. And then I just shared it and was like, maybe if you followed the program, you'd make it to the platform.
Yeah, but we love Clint.
It was so fucking savage. I loved it. Lol.
Is his body okay? What's wrong with his body?
Oh no, it's never it's a conversation for off this.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. 109. We're in pretty good nick for 109 as well. Would you compete again at 110, at 109, 110?
Oh, I don't give a fuck about weight classes. I'm just here to be the strongest motherfucker.
I'm just curious though. Like,
Oh.
did you have abs at 109?
I wouldn't say abs, but like, I'm sure if you shaved the fucking hair off my bloody belly, that you'd see something.
So no.
No, I didn't.
No. Why are you trying to bullshit to me?
No, there's people in this group. I want them to think I'm strong.
They do think you're strong. That's why they're here.
Fuck, they have a really weak definition of strong then.
No, strong is strong. Strong is, could be a lot of different things.
Strong is sexy.
Yes, sure.
Strong is the new sexy.
Strong was always sexy.
Sexy.
Whoa.
Because you're so strong.
Um,
Hey, aren't you that guy that squatted 1,000 pounds?
Twice, bitch. I can't fucking do that anymore. My body's fucked. I actually don't have the mental like fortitude to be able to get to that where I was before. That's a different story.
I would love to talk about that.
Absolutely not. I'd like to fill out in 110 and be a better condition. So we can have a conversation with Leah. That's going to involve you force feeding yourself.
I don't mind. I'm going to I spoke to Leah. We're going to just drop me back to maintenance for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And just to give me a break. And then.
Diet break.
The fuck? Blah, 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 Brandon. Do we need a session about self-worth and confidence? What was that in relation to? What?
I think it was
saying you're not strong and all that shit.
Oh, I was like, that is so late to the party on that comment. No, we'll be right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We need to have a conversation about how he bullies me very often. This is
bullies you? What? Are you kidding?
No.
Oh, I could show people some messages.
We can show some messages. We go show some messages.
Dude, I used to see some of your chats you'd have in your mail group. He doesn't fucking bully you. Ages ago when all the boys would get together and have their chats online.
Remember when we all had that shirtless chat?
That was
Yeah.
Do you remember how Pagan thought we were all naked and he was the only one?
Yeah, and then he got naked.
No, he was naked. He's like, oh, wait, you guys aren't naked? And we're like, no, we should get our shirts off.
Oh,
good times. Good times. Oh, that was when so anyways, different topic. No, yeah, like we're going to take not a diet break, but fucking just away from fucking stupid amount of calories for a little bit. Get myself kind of just enjoying food again.
Yeah.
And then, in maybe 4 weeks, start really ramping the food back up. And as you said, like, let's recondition, let me fill out the 110s and
however long. It doesn't have to be 4 weeks. It could be 6 weeks. It could be whenever.
Yeah. But, no, I'm feeling good. Like I definitely want to compete again. I want to get back in wraps. I want to put up a really big total. And I know don't know, this prep gave me a lot of confidence that I can do it. I can be really fucking good if I apply myself, put myself first a little bit. And I'll take this opportunity. Massive thanks to all my clients. Like, you cunts have been fucking legends in especially the last 6 weeks, with me having to run around and get MRIs, book different appointments. Like, they've all moved and haven't really batted an eyelid. So massive thank you. Except Brooke.
Rude. So rude. You love me.
I guess the last question I'm going to pose to you, Brando, is what's the goal for next year?
Go 700 plus, which I think I'm more than capable of.
So why is it a goal?
Because I haven't done that yet.
Not really a goal though, because you just kind of...
Well, like, it's the stepping stone next. So if I look at the end goal, I want to compete at Pro Raw one day.
Okay. So maybe we set the goal to maybe qualify for Pro Raw for the following year.
What did you say? Sorry, you whispered.
So maybe we set the goal, the stretch goal for next year, to be able to do well enough to qualify for Pro Raw the following year.
Yeah. Yep. Trying to work out qualifying totals for Pro Raw, just in my head. For a 110, it's around 800.
There it is.
Yeah. But that's like the end goal, is to compete at Pro Raw.
Yeah. That's the goal.
All right.
I'm done here.
Good wrap up. Does anyone have any questions? You say please no.
No. Yes.
I did, because I'm fucking going to order pizza after this, and I want that fucking pizza.
I've already had pizza.
Hey, Drew, you also got beat this week. Shut it.
I'm only here for Guay.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Drew. I muted you.
No, but
I muted him again.
Unmute him. Maybe he had a question.
He probably did, but it was too funny.
I did the fuck you, I'll just ask G.
Everyone does anyway.
Pros and cons from the prep from both of you.
He said pros and cons of the prep from both of us. Sorry, Drew, I just muted you because there's a lot of background noise. Pros and cons from the prep from both of us. Look, con, tore a labrum. Shit happens. Pro, dealt with it and still executed well enough on the day to walk away completely happy and satisfied. Con, if I'm being, I guess for me, being more strict with my nutrition in on the days and the weeks where I just didn't feel like eating. Pro, I was more consistent with my nutrition than I've ever been. Pro, as much as I don't want to admit it, the coaching was really good. And the guy kind of knew what he was doing. Pro, I didn't have many, I guess, freakouts or shut up. Many freakouts, or like I just trusted the process and knew it would all come together. My mentality was a lot better this whole prep. Again, obviously working with the sports psych, I expected that. I don't know. I don't know if I got anything else. Like, it was just, I look back on it like I learned a lot this prep. It was a really good prep. No prep is perfect. Like it's just those, those Instagram post comp when they're like, it didn't go to plan. It's like, no shit, cunt. Nothing ever does. You could have, it grinds my gears. It's like, shut the fuck up. Anyways, that's a different rant.
Whoa.
I fucking hate it, bro. Like it triggers something so deep inside me. It's like nothing ever is exactly what it is. Just yes, Drew, I would 100% agree. I grew a lot in confidence, and a lot of confidence in my. I apologize for that. Gee, I hate you. You literally told me to be more confident and that I was the best I'd ever been, and to like, what was the fucking message? I got it saved.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's because I didn't take more alleged supplements than I needed to be.
No, you were in a better place.
I was in a much better place. And I think like more that's from all the work I've done previous in personal life, external, like psych sessions. Coming into this was the MERST needs more tea rent. Lol. If fucking Mariam was in this call right now, she'd be so banned from the IPF. Yeah, I was just more stable the whole way around. Obviously, there's hiccups along the way, but I believe I still focus on what I could control rather than what I couldn't. Gee, pros and cons.
I only have one of each. Con, and it's my own. It's my own selfishness. I'm more emotionally attached to numbers for my lifters than what I am for myself sometimes.
No, 100% no. That's a coach thing. I am way more.
I really was emotionally attached to like being absolutely perfect, but we just couldn't. But we were literally, like I said at the beginning, so close to being absolutely perfect. So that's my own. That's a reflection of myself. I don't really have any cons around Brandon. From what I could see, he did everything that he was told, and I can't. That's all that I could expect of him. So I would say that from the con perspective, that would be it. The positive thing, the pro that I believe that could be taken out is that ultimately we've given someone the confidence to be able to do something that they've always wanted to do, and they always believe that they've earned, that they believe that they can do, and we've shown them that that with specific variables and with the right path, that we can earn the right to be able to do those things.
I'm so glad this is recorded. That was the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
I'll literally never say anything like this to you again.
I know, and it's recorded now. It's going to be a snippet of like Instagram reels. It was beautiful.
That's probably that's the biggest thing for me. Like if you had to go on 800, I'd still be like, well, the biggest thing we take from this is that you have the confidence and I guess the greater perception of value on yourself, that you can get to point A to point B so long as you earn the right.
So probably the biggest thing I've taken away from this is the confidence in myself. Cool. G, is your heel sore from carrying the morning walk in the absence of Demir? Lol.
You may not have noticed, and I tip my hat to you if I could wear hats.
Why can't you wear hats? Don't tell me they don't fit your head.
Because I have a giant head, and you can obviously see that from this. But
I didn't realize that was a thing.
So my heel is actually like, it's fucking cooked. I don't know. I think it's just been from too heavy and going from like 0 to 100. So
can we just go back to the part where you can't wear hats?
You have a giant head. You know, Pat Pat and I, we used to get regular DEXA scans.
Mm.
Brought along his cousin, and we got DEXA scans, and we used to argue about who had the biggest head. DEXA scan proved that his cousin had a bigger head than me, and he was like 90 kilos.
You have a giant head.
You have a giant scone.
You know, I always found it funny. Like, I do it mostly for lols. Of like telling Polly he's got a big head, and like he's got a massive head. Don't get me wrong, but it's like yours is bigger.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it's always that comparison that I make.
Yeah, Daniel Bell's head is the biggest head I've ever seen.
It's like a fucking soccer ball.
Like a soccer ball that was on steroids.
Alleged steroids.
Alleged steroids.
Yeah.
I just bought new shoes though, so that hopefully that helps.
Oh, your heel. I was like, how's that going to help your head?
Doesn't help my bank account either.
Because you're a millionaire.
Oh.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us over the past 12 weeks. We really... Sorry?
13?
Sorry?
13?
No, this is 12.
Okay.
The first one we did, I think it was just you and me.
Oh.
And then we're like, hey, maybe people could benefit from this.
That does sound something I would say, Brandon. Yeah, pig.
Well, I don't know why, but again, I looked at one of our views on YouTube. Do it more. And I'll just pick someone else to do it with. Wait, what was I saying? Now I forgot. Oh, no, like, yeah, we had like 60 views or something. And I'm just like, how the fuck are 60 people watching this? What the fuck?
59 is you.
Oh, just me going back. It'll be like 1 million views on this episode because I'll just keep replaying the part where you said nice things about me.
Yeah.
So cute. We will look at doing something more. If G's cool with it, we will work something out. I have a couple of ideas that I'll shoot by him. All right. Bye, team.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Except Brooke.
Fuck you.
Bye,
Bye, G.